The vibes. Vibes are nice this week. It might be a little surprise.
Oh,
It might catch you
oh,
off guard here
oh.
this week. But yeah, starting at the bottom here in shambles. It's all most of the 0-2 teams. So yeah, Giants, Panthers, Dolphins, Browns, Titans, Saints. Nothing, nothing new here. A little sad about the Giants there. Dolphins being 0-2, potentially 0-3. Uh, playing against the Bills on Thursday night. We'll see. All right, a little next up, we got a little hope. A little hope. Maybe these teams can not turn it around per se, but could hopefully will get back on the win column and feel good about themselves. It's the Jets and the Raiders. I think with Terod coming in, I think he's a solid backup. He's been a veteran. He has won games in this season. He got the Bills their first playoff berth, and God knows when back, way back in the 2010s or whatever. And then the Raiders, that was a bad game by Geno, 3 interceptions. Um, but I think they'll have a bounce back game. Looks like I guess the Chargers are better than we expected, so I think they'll get it corrected. Still not going to be great, but they'll get it corrected. Um, Next up from here, we got some hope. Got some hope for these teams. Some hope. The Jags, obviously, for all that Trevor Lawrence bad he did. Brian Thomas Jr. did drop that ball on that fourth down when he was wide open in the middle of the field. Don't know what's going on there with Brian Thomas. I don't know if he just hates Trevor or whatever,
Damn, he's
but
like, I'm ready.
I don't know what's going on.
Now's
But
my
they did
chance.
have a chance to win that game, and it got dropped. So
Tough.
Texans, as we just talked about, 0-2 start. They lose to the Jags. It's good. It's looking real ugly. And then Chicago. Um, I have some hope that this will get better with Ben Johnson and Caleb, this marriage here, but I think it's going to take some time. I know a lot of people were expecting this just to immediately kick off, but
It's
I
not
think
Madden, folks.
it is not Madden. I think we called this one correctly. We have so far. We've been right about how Chicago season is going to go. Has been going so far. All right, next up here we got what was that? What was that?
What was it?
Arizona, you were up 27 to 9 going into
Back
the
to
fourth quarter.
back weeks, they have let two bad teams get back into the game at the end of it. At the end of
And
it.
especially since, their defensive, they invested so much in that defensive line. And, Calais Campbell is making plays out there for the Cardinals. And their guys that they drafted last year come back healthy. Jonathan Gannon, you got to fix these collapses in the fourth quarter. You're playing the 49ers here, winnable game for you, and for you to take control of this division, be 3-0. So you got to get that fixed. Steelers, uh, the you know we came into this season. I came into this season thinking they'll go 9-8. They'll do their 9-8, 10-7 thing, and some of those wins will be from special teams, and that special teams blunder, just not very Steelers like, Mike Tomlin like. Just what was that? Commanders. Um, yeah, it was a tough game for them. I mean, the Packers are way better
The
than we
Packers are
expected.
scary good.
The
I
Packers are.
officially had them as my number one team in my top 10 list today.
I
And
mean,
it hurt.
they're
It
very good,
hurt, but
and
dang.
Michael Parsons. I think he's just going to get better and better, and he's going to be playing way more snaps. So it's going to be exciting to see. And it was just tough for Washington there. Don't like that defense. And Jaden Daniels is day to day with injury. I think it was his knee. I think it's his knee. I could be wrong though, but yeah, a little concerned about Washington. Next up here we got good week 2. Not a good week. Seattle got that nice win against the Steelers there. Patriots beating their division rival and the Dolphins there. Falcons getting that win on Sunday night. Just handling the Vikings there, and then the Lions obviously, putting up 50, 50 burger on their old offensive coordinator. Uh, and moving on up, the greatest 0-2 team you have ever seen is the Kansas City Chiefs. We still think it is.
They're
Like,
so.
I don't know what other 0-2 team we've seen, and we're like, yeah, they'll still be fine. I know
They're
you
in my
said you
top
would.
10, and it's like
Exactly.
I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna not have the Chiefs in the top 10.
Yeah.
I do want to screenshot this though because I don't think in the history of it absolutely has
Yeah,
not
this
in the
is history.
history of our podcast we have never had the Chiefs this low on the tiers.
I
It's never
didn't.
happened.
I'm like, I have to move them down. They are
Yeah,
0-2.
yeah. I
They
mean,
are 0-2.
even if they rise up later on in the year,
Yeah.
like if we're taking this as a snapshot of what the vibes are right now,
Yeah.
this is where they're at.
And the free Rasheed Rice thing, I'm not happy about that.
The vibes are tainted as well.
Yeah, they are tainted. So they're down here, but I think they're gonna move up. Obviously, it's the goddamn Chiefs. All right, next up, Jake, your Denver Broncos. Spooky hours.
Love them.
Spooky hours.
I have not given
Bo
up.
Nix. Bo Nix.
No, I haven't given up.
Gotta get that fix.
Haven't given up. No, I'm optimistic.
Okay. Next
You
up,
can tell.
battle of the backups. So we got the Vikings, Bengals, 49ers. I think these guys can handle the ship. I'm a little worried about Carson Wentz there, but Kevin O'Connell and Kevin O'Connell we trust. I like Jake Browning. Mac Jones had a decent game versus the Saints there. He is going up against the Cardinals. Very big game. We'll see how that works out for them. Big divisional game. Excited to watch that one. I think that'll be a low-key good game there. It's going to be exciting.
Low-key banger.
Low-key banger. All right, up next, we got better than expected with the Cowboys. Like you said, Dak throwing the ball all over the yard. I think that running game has been better than we thought it would be. I don't think a lot of people thought this rushing attack would not be great, but I think the two-headed horse with Javonte Williams and who's their backup? Who was their backup?
We have a couple. We have Miles Sanders.
Yeah, Miles
Jaden
Sanders.
Blue.
Yeah, I think they've been solid, but defense, you gotta. I think they're gonna have bounce back. You can't have a 37 points dropped on you like that and not have a response to that. So I think they'll have a bounce back game against the Bears there in defense. You got something to say?
Yeah, I wanted to. So the Cowboys. I'll say this. According to Next Gen Stats, the Cowboys have a success rate of 46% of running the ball, which success rate for those of y'all who are uninitiated is it's very arbitrary, but it is how they track it. It basically means how you do, like first down, do you get 4 yards or so? It's kind of how often do you stay on schedule. So it's like first down, you get 4 yards. Second down, I think it's like 6 or 7 yards. And then third down is obviously if you've gotten 10 or more yards on that sequence. So they are 8th. Now, that said, they're still not doing great overall. They only have they are currently, I mean, they're 11th in 10 yards or more. But their rush EPA, which basically tells you how they do compared to like history, it's very middle of the pack. So the fact that they're like average to above average is like not amazing, but it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're this good.
Yeah. So I think better than expected. Just need to get that defense figured out there, which I think they'll have a bounce back. This next one, I like this title. It made me chuckle a little bit. Can a white boy get a little motion?
Oh, okay.
Can a white boy get a little motion? Chargers, Colts, Buccaneers, Rams. White boy's getting a little motion there. Justin Herbert. You got people comparing him to Peyton Manning already. Colts haven't punted the ball this season. I know the first week they was against the Dolphins, and that defense looks. And Baker, we love Baker here. And then Matthew Stafford, that back looking good. That back looking good right now
So far.
so far.
Can I really? I'm sorry, not to interrupt. I just Matt Stafford. I he like I know everybody's on Baker Mayfield. Everybody loves Josh Allen and stuff, and Daniel Jones has been a shocking uh, kind of story. Matt Stafford, what he is doing this year is insane. It is in it is insane. He is getting the ball out faster than almost any quarterback in the NFL. He's tied for third in time to throw, despite the fact that he is what is that right there? Let me see. He's middle of the pack now in pressure percentage, but I mean his passer rating is super high. It's seventh in the league. His completion percentage is north of 71%. Like what he is doing with a pretty iffy offensive line is remarkable. And I mean, he's doing it against Titans defense is not great, but week one against the Texans, he was balling. I mean, he was wheeling and dealing. So I want to emphasize how good Matt Stafford has been these 2 weeks.
Yeah, context is important. Thank you, Jake. All right, moving on up. Last two tiers. We got good stuff happening. The Ravens and the Packers. Packers looking really, really, really good. And then the Ravens, getting that bounce back revenge that loss they had to the Bills there in week one, and thumping the Browns down. And then top of the mountain, we got the Eagles and the Bills, 2-2-0 teams playing. I know people want to complain about Jalen Hurts not putting up the stats or whatever, but to wins or wins. I will say, Jakey did bring it up. It does feel like the 23 Eagles, though, barely scraping by these wins. We'll see. But I do like that defense, and Jalen Hurts he's doing what he got to do to win games. I know it's not the prettiest, but it is what it is for the Eagles. But they're winning, and then Buffalo. Buffalo's Buffalo, and we'll see if they'll Buffalo tomorrow. Yeah,
Buffalo
I
all
know we'll
over
talk
the
about it during
Dolphins.
your picks, but they're up 11. Give it 11 and a half against the Dolphins tomorrow.
Oh, really? It was 12 and a
Hey.
half when the last I
Oh,
saw.
I go off ESPN. I know you
Oh, okay.
use.
I look at the DraftKings odds, but no,
Okay,
that is very interesting. So, as always, Christian, great tier list, love it.
thank you.
Um,
Anything?
I would move the Titans up from in shambles to a little hope or some hope, not like for this season, but
Mm-hmm.
like if you're a Titans fan, you've got to be happy with what you're seeing from Cam Ward. Like
That's
you're
fair.
like, oh, this is awesome. We have a quarterback. Like it's very. I know Justin Fields did not pan out, but it's very like 2021. What was it? The 2021 Bears with Justin Fields, where it was like, hey, we're losing these games, but Justin Fields is so fun to watch. This is so cool. Maybe it's 2022. But yeah, so I would have them up a little bit. Cowboys, look, I love the Cowboys. You know how I feel about the Cowboys, but I don't know if they should be above the Niners and the Vikings and the Broncos. I don't know. Like, their defense was horrible. It was
That
really
was.
bad.
I'm not. Uh,
It was
yeah.
really bad, but I mean, I dig it, and I look, I love the love you're showing for the Colts. Like, it's I wanted to have them in my top 10. I didn't have them in the top 10 just because I'm like, I want to see y'all do it just like for a couple more weeks. I want to see because like again, the trope about what happened with the Saints last year is always there, where the Saints just
They have been getting compared to the Saints.
looked amazing and then it all came apart. Now again, I think they are better
Almost won't come
coached.
apart right now. We'll see.
I think they are better coached than the Saints were with Dennis Allen. I think Shane Steichen is a great coach. I think they have more talent than the Saints had last year. Can Daniel Jones keep it up?
Before they do play the Rams.
That'll be the test, right? That'll be
Yeah.
the test. I don't think this Titans game is going to be a great test for them. Like if the Colts are good, they should take care of business, even if it is a division rival on the road. Like you should take care of business. So we'll see, dude. I do not hate having the Eagles on top because I mean they're 2-0. You know, they've won their games. They've won their games doing what the Eagles do. Like it's not looking pretty, but it's coming together and they're winning while it's coming together. But man, dude, I don't think there is a team that has looked better than the Packers these first 2 weeks. And like I mean, they beat the brakes off the Lions. Like if the gap between them and the Lions
I would like
is
to see now as what we saw from week 2. I'd like to see what this would match up to be
yeah,
like again. I can't wait
I
for
would
them to
too.
play again.
Yeah, and the Packers, there's a lot of good games that the Packers are going to get to play this year. So I'm excited to see those. They do get to play the Ravens this year at some point, so that's pretty cool. They play the Cowboys in a couple weeks, which will be must-watch TV on Sunday Night Football. But, I mean, their offense has looked – I think their offense is kind of getting a little overrated. Like, it's been good, not great. But this defense, dude, this defense is crazy. It is so good. I'm gonna give you some more next gen stats while we're here,
Go ahead.
just because. So yards per play given up on defense, 3.7 yards a play, 3 touchdowns given up. Their pressure rate's a little low relative to the rest of the league. They're actually dead middle of the pack. But I mean, this unit's just really. I saw somebody be like, "Oh, they only have average players outside of Micah." I'm like, Rashawn Gary is not average. Xavier McKinney is not average. Edge Cooper is not average. Quay Walker is not average.
Talk to him.
Like I just or immediate miss on the Packers. I'll just say it. It's okay. I feel bad about it, but I would have had them on the top tier. You putting them on the second tier, not putting them above the Eagles. I respect it. I respect it. The vibes are not fickle.
Appreciate
Jake
it.
is fickle, though.